lesson 36, and we are going to be on page 44, I believe, today. But before we started, I wanted to share with you the CDs of Iakovos Nafliodis, and that's a very nice collection of, as you can see, you can open it. I'm sorry about that. Of five CDs and one little booklet of Iakovos Nafliodis, and this one is published by Professor Antonios Aligizakis. I actually got these copies shipped to me from Greece, from the cmcon.org. It's the Σύλλογος Μουσικοφίλων Konstantinopoulos. It's chanters from Constantinople that they are now residing in Greece. And this is the book that comes with that collection. The nice thing about it is that not only it has a very nice collection of pictures and photographs, and even how their diplomas looked like at the time, but it is in both Greek and English, so you can read the stories about Iakovos Nafliodis. And there was one picture I wanted to show you that is not very well known. Iakovos Nafliodis is right here, and I haven't seen that picture before I got this book. My understanding is that the family, the living family of Iakovos Nafliodis gave that picture as a donation. So I just wanted to share that with you. If you have a chance to get it, I think that's a good addition to your collection, but you don't need to buy it, but it's good to buy. Okay, page 44, and today we're going to do part of the Heruvikon. We're going to chant from the beginning to here. So these 3 lines only. It's called Heruvikon because it starts with the phrase «I ta Cheruvim mystikos εικονίζοντες», «I those», «ta Cheruvim», cherubims are the angels that they are up glorifying God. Okay. A couple of things that you're going to see in the Heruvikon. This thing is called the antigenoma with apli. Some people call it enchronon antigenoma. Other people, they call it antigenoma with apli. And basically, it's always in combination, just like you see there with the apostrophos and the gorgon. The ison is going to take 1 beat. The apli is going to take a 2nd beat, and then this is going to go up in the arsis, and then the next thesis is going to be on the oligon. Ni, zo, ni. So if we had just a klasma here without this thing, you would say ni, zo, ni. But the effect of this antigenoma with the apli, this enchronon antigenoma, makes ni, zo, ni, pa, pa, ni, pa, u, ni. Okay? So that's one thing we're going to be using. And the other thing is this symbol here called the argon. The argon, it's a combination of gorgon and klasma. Gorgon and klasma. And instead of writing this whole thing that takes double the space, we just stack them on top of each other. You put an argon, that means a gorgon for the kendimata and the klasma for the oligon. Okay? All right. This Cheruvicon, this particular Cheruvicon, was written by Petros Lampadaryos, who passed away in the year 1777. And as a matter of fact, Iakovos Nafpliodis was chanting many of his Cheruvika. It's my understanding that he was chanting the Cheruvika of Petros Lampadaryos most of the time. Ni, ni, pa. Antikenoma with gorgon. This whole thing goes in the arsis, but because we have the antikenoma right there, we're going to give it a jump or a jerk. Ni, pa, vu, pa, zo, ke, zo, ni, pa, zo, ni, pa, zo, ke, zo, ni, ke, zo, ni, pa, vu, pa, zo, ni. Diesis, so it makes this zo very close to ni. Okay. Ni, pa, vu, pa, zo, ke, zo, ni, pa, zo, ni, iporoi. Always the gorgon is for the first apostrophos, and always the apli, dipli, tripli below it is for the second. Iporoi, of course, is like two apostrophe. Okay, so this whole thing is just like two apostrophe, first one having a gorgon and the second one having an apli. Pa, petasti, two beats because of the glasma and the flutter. If that was not a petasti, but just an oligon, and it was taking you one voice up without the flutter, I would say pa, ni, zo, ni. But because of the petasti, I say pa, ni, zo, ni, pa. You remember that sometimes the psiphiston takes from behind. Pa, ni, zo, ke. Sometimes when you see two apostrophe with two glasma on top, of course, each one of them with their glasma is two beats. But sometimes you will hear traditional chanters making a laryngismos there. That's because it's prolonged, because it's long, it's two beats anyhow, and you have some time to do something with your voice, so as it doesn't sound so plain. Okay, so most of the times you're going to hear people say no, 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 no. Okay. Di, ke, zo, ni, pa, vu, pa, ni, zo, ni, or vu, pa, ni, zo, ni, vu, pa. Okay, that's one of the ways that I've heard traditional chanters perform this exact thesis, we call it, this exact small melodic phrase. This ni, 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 ni. So this is kind of like a melodic phrase. And it's repeated many, many times, not only in this Rubicon, but in many, many other hymns. Okay. I tai he eru unu Hieru vini Last comment for today. Look how smoothly that Kendimata is going up one note. Ooh, Hieru. You hear that? That's the Kendimata. Hieru. Because that was an oligon, like oligon, oligon, and another oligon, and another, like 4 oliga instead of these 2 combinations. Say, ooh, hieru, plain, just 1 note up, but Kedimata. Ooh, hieru, vini, you will hear traditional chanters say what I just did here instead of because of the diesis. If you think about it, ni, zo, it's a least tone to begin with. So if you push it up, push zo up very, very close to ni, it's going to be almost identical. So I've heard many traditional chanters say ni, im, or ni, im. Okay, thank you for watching. And next time we will continue from right here. See you next time.